Okay, here we go again. Today we are going to discuss recruiter and candidate behavior in 2026. Here we go. First, we are going to talk about behavior of young recruiters in 2026. So, first of all, young recruiters, they are often favoring candidates who mirror their own career paths. They overvalue personal branding and social presence as signals of talent. And algorithmic shortlists are trusted blindly. This is a major one. And this reinforces hidden demographic and age biases. So, for them, cultural fit sometimes becomes shorthand for sameness rather than collaboration. The years of experience are dismissed as rigidity instead of pattern recognition, and career gaps are judged very harshly, with little curiosity about context or resilience. Informal networks and referrals always structured fair evaluation, and textual contact is becoming more important than the CV as a whole. Recently, 1 week ago, I got an invitation to participate in a little tender for the government, for one government organizations, and I got the message back today that I am kicked from the procedure because my CV did not demonstrate agile abilities. So I was not able to work in an agile style. Nevertheless, my CV is about IT and recruiting in IT the last 15 years. Let's move on. Soft skills are assumed rather than tested when candidates look right with young people sometimes. And the feedback loops are weak, so bias goes unchallenged. And I have to say, this one is really hitting the fan because I am confronted as a freelancer with this, and over the past years, it's gone from weak to complete disaster, the feedback. So then the result is fast hiring that feels modern, but they risk to miss real talent. What can we do about it? Well, they need to challenge algorithmic outputs instead of treating them as a neutral truth. Bias training is needed. It must be continuous, practical, and tied to the real hiring decisions. I worked as a freelancer for Accenture during 8 months, and I can assure you that this organization is a top recruiting team, has a top recruiting team, and they are unbiased and continuously trained to work unbiased. Then, culture add, that I mentioned before, should be replaced by cultural fit and evaluation criteria. If you want, you can even test this with some very simple tools. Experience should be reframed as learning asset, not as a risk factor or not as something that doesn't match into the team. Remember, as I said, outbalance, yeah, with a mix of young, senior, and mid-career people in a team. So, if you are offended as a young recruiter or you disagree totally, well, call me and we can have a discussion about this. Let's move on. So, some last things that I want to tell about behavior of young recruiters. Um, Structured interviews really help to reduce intuition-driven shortcuts. So this is making a good template and using this for every candidate. And your success metrics by you or by the manager should be rewarded um, by the quality of hire, not by the speed alone. Yeah. Then I already said it. Cross-generational hiring panels can rebalance perspectives. I really advise make cross-generational panels, and you will be surprised what happens. Most importantly, curiosity must outrank confidence in the recruiting mindset. Please try to do that. It's not because you miss the line that you have agile, I don't know what, that you have sprinted a lot to get to a goal, sprinting all the time to get a goal. Please do not kick people because this one line is missing in the CV. Look at the CV as a whole. Older applicants may not be stereotyped as less adaptable or less tech savvy, despite evidence to the contrary in the CV. Fast hiring cycles and limited recruiter experience can amplify these snap judgments. So training, training, and training. So if you don't do that, the result will be a costly loss of talent, diversity, organizational wisdom that could strengthen your team. Unless, of course, you do something about it. I'm available. I'm ready to do it for you. Let's move on to AI recruitment. To end this presentation, I hope I didn't kick too much or hit too much on the young ones, but okay. Um, we need to take care of our young people. Let's now move on to AI and recruitment. Um, this is from a senior recruiter's view in 2026. AI resumes flatten individually and blur through skill signals. This is true. Run it through ChatGTP or whatever, and you will get something. But this is flattened. It's no longer individual. Many applications look polished but interchangeable, making differentiation hard. This is true. If they all start to use the same program, because it's not only ChatGTP, there are some AI that generate the same templates, then everybody is going to look the same. Inflated or generic achievements like XYZ propagation, I don't know what, increase the risk of mismatch at the interview. And believe me, candidates who rely fully on AI, well, they often struggle to defend their own narrative live at the interview. Okay, then trust shifts from documents to interviews, assessments, and references, meaning recruiters and employers should no longer rely primarily on what is written on paper. What you see is not what you get. They should rely more on what they can observe, verify, and validate. AI is a genuine equity gain when used thoughtfully. Artificial intelligence can meaningfully increase fairness, but only if it's designed, used, implemented, and monitored carefully, in my opinion. Let's continue with some remarks further on AI in recruitment. For recruiters, AI screening speeds up volume handling but amplifies embedded bias. So I already told this one, but please take care of this one. Yeah, it is not a candidate that uses AI and then the ATS or the recruiter that uses AI a match quickly and then you have the perfect candidate. No, you don't. Yeah, key driven filtering misses unconventional but high potential profiles. Signal to noise improves on paper, but degrades in substance. It only appears to be better because of AI. And as I said, during the interview, they will fall out, they will be rejected. Then recruiters risk to optimize because all of this for well written rather than well qualified resumes and people. In my opinion, in 2026, recruitment is less about sourcing volume and more about interpreting signals. AI is everywhere, but a real value, in my opinion, lays in augmentation, not automation. And the recruiters, they should learn to audit algorithms as carefully as once they read uh, many resumes in a few seconds sometimes. So, to finish, data literacy is now a core recruitment skill. Candidates using AI force recruiters to redesign how authenticity is evaluated. In my opinion, the recruitment has become a practice of careful judgment in an age of noise. Means recruiters must carefully judge what's real, relevant, and valuable. It requires to do this that you have sharp evaluation skills, you're able to recognize patterns, some emotional intelligence, and you need to think strategic. So, thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe to my blog, and if anybody feels offended, I'm in for a chat. See you in the next one. Bye bye.